Hi, welcome to Introduction to Internalization of Ethics and Civilization in Malaysian Context module. Ethics and civilization are essential in a society, but the level of internalization is different and influenced by the history of development, social structure, and biography of the society. The internalization of ethics and civilization in Malaysia can be described and understood based on the Malaysian mold, that is, the evolutionary time layout of its history, namely pre-colonial, colonial, and post-colonial periods. The nature and understanding of modern ethics were introduced and implemented during the colonial era in Europe. In the past, during the pre-colonial era, the concepts of manner, adab, traditions, and custom were parts of the ethical form, which were upheld by the value system and rules of the traditional society and civilization. The combination of traditional and modern ethics was revived in the post-colonial era, which was preserved in the Malaysian mold. The emphasis on internalization invites us to focus on ideas, processes, and practices of ethics and civilization in Malaysian society, past and present. This is the strength of this course. The objective of this module is to develop a framework of thought and analysis of the internalization of ethics and civilization. In this module, you will learn how to explain the framework of thought on the internalization of ethics and civilization and to analyze ethics and civilization in terms of individuals, families, communities, and countries. This module consists of 5 topics: Introduction to Ethics and Civilization, Timeline of Ethics and Civilization based on the pre-colonial, colonial, and post-colonial eras, Analysis Framework of Ethics and Civilization based on the Malaysian mold through history, social structure, and biography, Internalization of Ethics and Civilization based on individual, community, and society, local and global, Internalization of Ethics and Civilization in the context of society, state or country, and market. Introduction to Ethics and Civilization. Ethics and civilization are important in a society to inculcate noble personality, mutual respect, live harmoniously, nation building, and others. Manner, adab, manner, good courtesy, good behavior, and polite. Manners in terms of language refers to the character, behavior, and language spoken in an orderly and polite manner. A person with manners does not raise his, her voice when she talks to someone but politely. A person with manners, a civilized person, a person who has advanced his, her level of life. Civilization system and the stage of social development of a nation, social and cultural progress of a nation. Traditions, adat risam. Rites and ceremonies that become customary to a people as part of regions and others. Examples: weddings, engagement, wedding ceremony, and etc. Customs, adat istiadat. A form of rules that are followed in an orderly and careful manner, usually practiced in formal occasions involving high protocol layouts. As example, the king's coronation, royal wedding, university convocation, etc. Ethics, moral principles are moral values that uphold an individual or a group of people. Comprehensive standard of right or wrong that explains what humans need to do in the context of what is true, responsible, benefit to society, or good values. Ethos, characteristics of a nation, culture, era. As example, Malaysian Rukun Negara national principles, belief in God, loyalty to the king and country, supremacy of the constitution, rules of law, and courtesy, and morality. Efforts to build a nation based on the background of individuals, families, and communities of various and different histories, ethnicities, languages, religions, cultures, and geographical backgrounds exceed the consensus of the basic characteristics of a country or nation. As example, the Malaysian nation, Banks of Malaysia. Etiquette, customs and rules regarding decency especially in social life or in certain professions. The code of ethical behavior regarding professional practice or action among the members of a profession in dealings with each other. Timeline of ethics and civilization based on the pre-colonial, colonial, and post-colonial era. Pre-colonial, in this period, the country was not yet known as Malaysia and had not been colonized. There was an ethical form in society called adab manners, adat risam traditional ceremonial, and adat istiadat customs. The process of migration in the Malay archipelago and outside the Malay archipelago made the traditional ethics mix through the process of acculturation embedded in the community. Colonial, the period the nation was being colonized. Ethics was brought in dressing, speech, administration, and etc. Everyday life etiquette, table manners, salute, greeting, and etc. Post-colonial. The post-colonial period is a modern era. The community has received variations and hybrid versions of ethics directly or through technology. These mixed ethical values exist in a formal and informal environments of our lives. Main concern: traditional characters, behaviors, and languages deteriorated due to the failure to learn and internalize the ethics and civilization of their own country. Analysis Framework of Ethics and Civilization based on Malaysian mold through history, social structure, and biography. The level of internalization of ethics and civilization is different and is influenced by the development of history. A level of internalization of ethics and civilization is different and is influenced by the social structure. The level of internalization of ethics and civilization is different and is influenced by the biography. As example, Tunku Abdul Rahman. Internalization of ethics and civilization based on the individual, family, community, and society, local and global. Internalization of ethics and civilization in the context of society, state, and market. Conclusion. It is important to understand the timeline of ethics and civilization based on the pre-colonial, colonial, and post-colonial eras. Malaysians' ethics and civilization should be analyzed through Malaysian mold through history, social structure, and biography.